Good morning. What's going on, everybody? So it's Saturday, beautiful morning, and prep officially started last week. Not exactly a week ago because I was out of town, but as soon as we got home on Monday. So we're about 5 weeks into prep, and today would put me 15 weeks from the Tampa Pro. So that is the current goal, and my only goal this year is to put my ego aside about what division I'm competing in and just focus on bringing my absolute best physique to the stage, not focus on size or anything like that. So if I can be competitive at 225, 230 in the open division, I would absolutely love that. If I get to 230 and I still have a ways to go before I look like I'm going to be at my best, check my ego about being up there with the big guys, suck down to the 212 division. It is what it is. Oh, we got fun. Come on, buddy. That's her yard. That's her yard, buddy. Y'all have a good one. Come on, Broly. Oh. Come on, buddy. He just wants to be friends with everybody. I hope that was friendly. But that's a good dog. Doesn't come out of the yard with no leash. Well trained. Broly, you're wild. Anyways, what was I saying? I just want to bring my absolute best this year. So I want to bring my best. I want to get back to the Olympia. And, like I said, I would love to be competitive in the open division. But I know I'm still one of the smaller guys for that. So I think my shape, and if I bring conditioning, could carry me a good ways in that division. But I'm still giving up 30 pounds next to some of these guys. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I have a clear goal of bringing my best. I am coaching myself right now. In the next week or two, I'll make the decision if that's going to continue, or I still take check-in pictures myself, treat myself like a client, but I might send those check-in pictures to someone like Chris Aceto and get his opinion. And I know it can be tricky those last several weeks coaching yourself, so I wouldn't mind the guidance, but I also wouldn't mind the challenge of coaching myself again. It's been a while since I did, but I turned pro coaching myself, did my first 2 pro shows, and got an invite to the Arnold, and that's when I started working with Aceto the first time. So anyways, I'm rambling on. Wanted to let you know my plan, a little update. Today's leg day, so not going crazy with the cardio, just taking Broly for a nice walk. Start the day with about 4,000 steps. Been trying to get 9,000-10,000 steps a day. So a couple of these walks and we're good. But I'll still do 20 minutes on the bike for cardio, which is a lot less than on the rest of my days. Leg days I go a little easier because I want to be able to push as hard as I can for these leg workouts. I'll kind of show you my diet too. Might be a little different than the average bodybuilder's diet, but I know my body and I know what digests well, so I can it's one nice thing about coaching yourself is I can make it delicious and eat what I want to an extent. You'll see, my first meal of the day is not a typical bodybuilder meal, but a lot of bodybuilders don't eat bread or say you shouldn't eat bread. Or, as long as you digest bread well, I don't see any problem with it. What's the difference? As long as it's a low-fat bread, you get the same amount of carbs from that as you do from cream of rice or something. As long as it digests well, then I don't see an issue with it. But anyways, I'm gonna finish this walk and I'll see you in the kitchen. Whew. All right, fasted cardio is done. Time for meal 1. I am freaking starving. Perfect. So, meal one's a protein shake and a PB&J. Like I said, I know that's not like your typical bodybuilder friendly meal. Like most people would probably do, if they're gonna do whey protein, they'd probably do with like cream of rice or oats or something like that. But my purpose with this, I've got, for one, it tastes freaking amazing. But for two, food volume. I just want to keep food volume as low as possible this prep, and be able to keep my waist as small as possible. So less food volume, and really practice the vacuums, really suck it in. I mean, my waist is pretty small as it is, but it can never hurt to really suck it down a little bit more, have a little more V taper because of that, look a little bit, it'll make the legs look bigger, the quad sweep, it'll make the lats flare more. So anyways, it's the same calories as if I were to do, I'm gonna eat the same calories as if I were to do a cream of rice or oatmeal or something like that with it, but it just tastes better. And like I said, less food volume. So this is sugar-free jam, which I went a little heavy on. Put a little bit of that back. I was a little crazy. I was talking while I was doing it, not paying attention. So we've got 20 grams of peanut butter, 2 slices of sourdough bread, and 50 grams of whey protein. So that freaking simple and that delicious. That's meal one. Super easy. The main reason I started doing this is because today's Saturday, so I don't have to, but Monday through Friday, I'm in the gym early in the morning training clients, and this is just something super easy to get down in between clients when I don't really have a lot of time to eat. So that's really the reason I started doing this. I know most people are used to seeing me eat the Broku loaf, but that takes time to get down. Sometimes it's easy to make, but it's very filling, very voluminous, which is what I'm trying to avoid right now. Maybe deeper into prep when I'm freaking starving all the time, that volume will come in handy. So I might end up swapping this out for oats because I'm so hungry that I need that volume. But right now, this is keeping getting the metabolism fired up. It's making my stomach smaller, so like the hunger is getting up there, but I feel good still. So this is my typical breakfast right now, but it is leg day. So leg day and back day, I go just slightly higher carbs just because it's such an intense workout. So I'm gonna add a banana to this. So grab a banana real quick, and that is meal number one. All right, so simple, easy, delicious. I'll get 2 more meals in and then go destroy legs. So that's the plan for today. All right, simple, quick, easy meal number 2. Pretty small meal actually, but the next meal will be pre-workout, so it'll be slightly bigger. So we got just 175 grams of chicken, 125 grams of rice, and some sugar-free teriyaki on there. And I actually have been adding like green beans or asparagus or something to this, but I honestly just forgot. I didn't think about it until I had already cooked this, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to get this meal down, then I have to train a client, and then eat 1 more meal and get my leg workout in. So time to whoop this down. All right, just got back from training my client, and I'm hungry. So next meal, we've just got ground beef and rice and an apple. So there's 175 grams of ground beef, 96.4 lean ground beef, and another 125 grams of rice. And the apple, I also forgot to mention that on that last meal with the 125 grams rice, I did have 1 serving of these caramel rice cakes, rice crisps, whatever.
but it's 0 fat, 25 grams of carbs. So there was an extra 25 grams of carbs in the last meal. I'll do that again with this meal plus the apple. This will be my pre-workout meal. Throw a little no sugar added ketchup and a little bit of mustard in here. And typically what I do is add some shredded lettuce to this as well. And it's like a nice little burger bowl. But I just want to get this down quickly because I'm running behind today after having to run train my client. So I'm going to wolf this meal down and then get ready to train. I want it to digest super quick because it's leg day and we're going to push it. Whew, all right, that was a brutal leg workout, and it is getting freaking hot in the garage gym. So I don't know how much longer I'll keep up these garage workouts if it keeps getting hot like this, or maybe I should just invest in like a legit like a shop fan so I can blow some air around in there. But either way, it was a good workout today, and I'm going to be feeling that. I feel good about it, pushed hard. So I also was drinking 10 grams of EAAs. Make sure I had the right bottle. Yeah, 10 grams of EAAs and 50 grams of carbs during the workout. So that was keeping me fueled throughout the workout. Now we got 50 grams of whey protein, 100 grams of carbs from Cocoa Pebbles. And I'm just going to use a splash of this fat-free Fairlife milk, which, I mean, 0 fat, a couple carbs, a little bit of sugar from just being milk, and then 13 grams of protein. It's really just mostly just adding a little extra protein and a gram or two of carbs. But I'm not even going to use a cup, which is a serving. So it won't add much, but just to have something in my cereal. And that's it. 50 grams away, 100 grams of carbs, plus whatever extra I get there, which as I get deeper in prep, this will get cut out. But for now, it's not going to hurt me. And as long as my body's making progress every week, those are the little things that you can start cutting out if you're not seeing that progress. But anyways, I'm freaking starving. I am drenched. So I'm going to get this down real quick and then get a shower and relax for a minute. And actually, still got some clients I have to get back to that sent check-ins. A couple of my clients are like 3 weeks out, so that's exciting. Can't wait to get them on stage and help them bring their best as well. So that's always exciting for me. I get more nervous when my clients get on stage than when I get on stage, just because I have no control once they're up there. All I can do is help them show up at their best, but you can't do anything once they're up there. It's like it's all in their hands, and you hope it goes well, and you hope they're happy with the package that they brought. You can't control who else shows up. You can't control. It's same with my own shows. You can't control who else shows up. You can't control what the judges like. What they prefer. It's a very subjective sport. So all you can do is bring your best. So that's all I ever hope for myself and for my clients. I'm going to shut up. I'm rambling. I'm starving. So 50 grams away, 100 grams of carbs, and then I'll go back to a real meal and then one more meal before bed. So, all right. Ooh, it's warm. Post-workout walk after my post-workout meal. Get more steps in. All right, meal number 5. We've got 180 grams of chicken breast and 300 grams of potatoes sliced up and straight out the air fryer, looking delicious. All right, final meal of the night. And honestly, it's simple, it's easy, but it's one of my favorites just because who doesn't love breakfast for dinner? So I got 2 whole eggs, 2 slices of turkey bacon, and 50 grams of whey protein. No carbs in this meal. Just go a little lighter on the stomach. It's pretty late already. It's, almost 9:30. So I'll pretty much eat this and go to bed in probably the next, 30 minutes or so. So this is it for the day. I know it's, 15 weeks out. It probably seems like I'm not eating a ton of food. And I'm not, but I know my body pretty well, and I know I like to. I wouldn't do this with a lot of my clients. There's maybe some, but not everyone. Everyone responds different, but I know my body, and I like to push hard right out the gate. Your body's probably at the least likely state to lose muscle by pushing really hard at the beginning. When you have a little more body fat, your body's able to push hard and maintain the muscle at the beginning, rather than wait till 6-7 weeks out where you're already pretty drained. You're getting leaner, but you have to push hard, and then it's like you're trying to make up for lost time, and you might lose a little muscle, or just hard to maintain training performance. Right now, my training performance is still killer, even on less food, because I'm so fresh into getting in it. So I like to take these first few weeks and push really hard. And then if I do see any kind of fatigue or anything, I can start bringing the food back up. So that's the plan right now. Like I said, I know it doesn't seem like I'm eating a ton of food. The post-workout meal, that was just on leg days. On normal days, other training days, the post-workout meal is only like 50 grams of carbs. So it's kind of double that today. And I usually only do like 25 grams of carbs intra-workout on days that are not legs or back. So smaller body parts don't get quite as many carbs intra-workout and post-workout. But anyways, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get this down before my eggs get cold. And hope you guys follow along as I push myself, hopefully to beat my best, bring my absolute best physique to the stage this year, and hopefully get back on the Olympia stage. That is the goal. That is the plan. Get back to the Olympia this year, bring my best physique to the stage, and we're going to do everything we can to make that happen.